Hello, everyone. In this lesson, we're diving into one of the most important foundations of both professional success and personal happiness: why relationships truly matter in work and life. I want you to pause for a moment and think about this. When you look back at your biggest successes, toughest failures, happiest memories, or most painful challenges, were you alone? Probably not. Behind every meaningful experience, there were people, and that's exactly why relationships matter. Relationships shape your opportunities. Let's start with work life. Many people believe success is purely about skills, intelligence, or hard work. And yes, those matter. But relationships amplify everything. Imagine two professionals with equal talent. One works alone, rarely connects, avoids collaboration. The other builds trust, supports colleagues, and communicates openly. Who gets recommended for leadership? Who gets invited into important projects? Who gets referrals? Usually, the one who builds relationships. In corporate environments, promotions often depend not just on performance, but on trust. Managers promote people they trust. Clients stay with people they trust. Teams follow leaders they trust. Here's a real-life example. A technically brilliant software engineer constantly argued with teammates and ignored feedback. Another engineer with slightly less technical expertise communicated clearly, supported colleagues, and helped others succeed. Guess who became the team lead? Skills open the door. Relationships keep you in the room. Relationships reduce stress and increase resilience. Now let's move beyond work. Life brings pressure: financial problems, health issues, career uncertainty, emotional struggles. Research consistently shows that people with strong relationships experience lower stress levels, better mental health, longer life expectancy. Why? Because support regulates stress. Imagine losing your job. Scenario A: you feel alone, ashamed, disconnected. Scenario B: you have friends who encourage you, a partner who reassures you, a mentor who guides you. The external situation is the same. The internal experience is completely different. Strong relationships act as emotional shock absorbers. Relationships influence your identity. Let me ask you something important. Who are you becoming because of the people around you? In psychology, we know that identity is socially shaped. We mirror the behavior, beliefs, and emotional patterns of those close to us. If you spend time with growth-oriented people, you think bigger. Negative, cynical people, you shrink. Ethical leaders, you become more principled. Complainers, you normalize mediocrity. Your environment is not neutral. Your relationships are shaping your mindset every single day. This is why choosing your circle wisely is not selfish, it's strategic. Relationships drive collaboration and innovation. In modern workplaces, especially in cross-functional environments, no one succeeds alone. Think about companies like Apple under Steve Jobs or Microsoft under Satya Nadella. They didn't succeed because of one genius mind. They succeeded because of collaborative ecosystems. Innovation happens when people feel psychologically safe, ideas can be shared without fear, feedback flows openly. If relationships are weak, communication breaks down. If communication breaks down, performance suffers. Conflict isn't the enemy. Unhealthy relationships are. Relationships create meaning. Now let's talk about something deeper. Success without connection feels empty. You can earn money, achieve titles, build status, but if you cannot share it with someone, it feels incomplete. Think about celebrations, graduation, promotion, launching a business. What do we instinctively do? We call someone, we tell someone, we share it. Humans are wired for connection. In fact, one of the longest-running studies on adult development from Harvard found that the single strongest predictor of long-term happiness wasn't wealth, fame, or IQ. It was the quality of close relationships. Not the number, the quality. Relationships affect your reputation. In professional life especially, your reputation travels faster than your resume. People ask, what is it like to work with them? Are they reliable? Do they communicate clearly? Do they respect others? Your technical competence may get evaluated once. Your relational behavior gets evaluated every day. I've seen professionals lose opportunities not because they lacked skill, but because they damaged relationships. And I've seen average performers grow rapidly because people enjoyed working with them. Your behavior in small interactions builds your professional brand. Relationships teach emotional intelligence. You cannot develop emotional intelligence alone. Relationships are your training ground. Through relationships, you learn patience, empathy, conflict management, active listening, boundary setting. If you avoid difficult conversations, you avoid growth. If you engage respectfully, you evolve. Every disagreement is a classroom. Every misunderstanding is a lesson. Strong relationships are not accidental. Now, here's something very important. Strong relationships don't happen by chance. They are built intentionally. They require consistent communication, trustworthiness, accountability, emotional awareness, respect. Many people want strong relationships but don't invest in them. They want loyalty without reliability, support without presence, trust without transparency. That doesn't work. Relationships are like muscles. If you don't train them, they weaken. Weak relationships have hidden costs. Let's be honest. Poor relationships at work create miscommunication, delays, office politics, burnout, high turnover. Poor relationships in personal life create emotional exhaustion, loneliness, anxiety, loss of confidence. You might think relationship skills are soft skills, but their impact is very hard. Lost opportunities, lost trust, lost peace of mind. Relationships are a long-term investment. Think of relationships as long-term capital. When you invest early, consistently, and authentically, the returns compound over time. Years later, that colleague becomes a business partner. That mentor becomes your biggest advocate. That friend becomes your emotional anchor during crisis. Strong relationships are one of the few assets that grow in value when nurtured. Final reflection for you. As you continue in this course, I want you to reflect on 3 questions. Which relationships in your life currently energize you? Which relationships drain you, and why? Where are you underinvesting in connection? Remember this, your career is not just built on competence. Your life is not just built on achievements. They are built on relationships. And if you learn how to build strong, healthy, intentional relationships, both at work and in life, you won't just be successful. You will be supported. You will be trusted. You will be fulfilled. And that is real strength. Let's continue building that together.